Din, 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 din. Sunny days. Oh, it's sun is back. The heat wave that Kedge promised us is here.
Na, na, na. What was that from? Na, 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 da, da, da. Oh, of course it is. I forgot. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched that.
Because it's sunny days. It's sunny days are back. Our sunny days are here again, and we are back with good weather. This is a heat wave that you promised us, Kedge.
Yeah, well, it's coming slightly early. I did say 11th. Today's the 10th. We are recording the podcast. So, there you go. You got a little Kedgy bonus.
Look at that. Kedge is happy. The sun's radiating. He's right on his prediction. I'm happy. You're right, Satch. What's the matter?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, what's the matter, babe?
No, I'm all right. What do you mean?
Well, it's not.
Why are we doing this as if we're still in lockdown? Why are we at Tommy's house?
Well, we are doing this because Kedge messed up this evening. That's.
Oh, there we go. 1 minute 12 seconds, everybody, and Kedge is to blame. There you go. We don't know what for, but thanks for listening, and we'll catch you same time next week, guys. The conclusion is no. So how did Kedge mess up, and why? How can we turn that brown frown upside down?
No, I'm not unhappy. It's fine. It is what it is. I'm here. We're doing it over online, so it's all right. I can still get to see you, but it's not the same, innit? Like, it's not like we're together. The reason why we're doing it online is because Kedge sent a message very close to the deadline of leaving, saying he was going to be late.
Yeah, slightly. I said I might be late, maximum 8:30.
You didn't say might be. You was like, I'm going to be closer to 8:30, maybe later. Yeah. So then I thought, all right, cool, I'll give it.
Not maybe later, just 8:30.
All right, then I thought, all right, I'll give it 15 minutes and then leave in a little while. Right. In that time, there was an accident on the way.
Yeah.
It was going to take me 2 hours.
Did you wet yourself?
It was going to take him 2 hours to clean himself.
Not that kind of accident.
Right. But do you know what I mean? And then it was going to take me 2 hours to get to you, Tommy. So I thought, well, we can't do this.
Aha. Now, you've explained Star Wars on a certain level. What people don't realise is this story is layered.
Yeah, there's loads of layers. Yes.
And the layer to this story is that recently, Satch has started working with Kedge at where Kedge works in his office, right? Just doing the odd little bit, helping out with, I think we said it. Can I say it, Kedge? I don't want to get in any trouble.
Well, yeah, why not?
It's Virgin Radio. So these guys now both, Kedge has been working there for probably about a year now, or a year and a half.
No, more, almost coming up to 3.
Oh, has it been that long?
Yeah.
What? Where's that gone? Anyway, it feels you're still quite new to it, but Kedge is kind of doing a lot of online social media-y, filming-y, digitally content-y stuff, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Kind of what you did with us on the show and all the Desioki stuff, but now you're doing it for Chris Evans. Thanks for that, Kedge. Cheers.
Well, Eric, you always got to look for an upgrade in your life, haven't you?
Since we've been out of that place, there's been no more Desioki. That's Kedge's fault. Just saying. I've had, I had Muhammad Rafi come knock on my door. He said, "Can I do Desioki?" I said, "Sorry, mate. Kedge has hung up the headphones. He's retired."
Yeah. He turned down Love the Handasha on the same day.
I said, sorry, at the same time. But that's something else. So anyway, my point is, the layering to this is that Sachi started to work with Kedge.
Yes.
And tomorrow morning, Kedge is on. Sachi's on the breakfast show. He's on the early shift, which you do quite a lot, Kedge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But Kedge, who does the rotors in the office, he's put Satch on the earlies so he can have a nice late one tonight on the podcast. So he's scammed it. And so there's a rivalry.
I'm not coming in tomorrow. That's the thing.
That's what I mean. So he's basically booked himself off, put me in there, and then decided to turn up late in today when he knows full well that we need to be sticking to time.
Yeah, but come on. When he's had to wake up in the morning the next day, think of all the times he's been late in the past. Oh, no, wait. There haven't been any. You see, because he's always
a late one,
when he's got to get his own chitter out of bed. But anyway, so basically, we're going to crack on with the podcast. Sorry, Satch, I spent a lot of time talking about the situation, but I thought it was kind of funny. Sure. And it's the reality of it. Because sometimes a lot of people start podcasts and then they stop doing them because of things like this. It's hard to do sometimes. You can't always be up. But thankfully, with my award-winning team here, we can still just jump online and do it. So apologies, we're not all together. But,
and straight away, we've got to do, we've got to have a product recall and address that situation as well. So let's before we have any more issues, because I have been inundated. There's me putting up so much beautiful content, but no one cares about that. But they'd rather just message me. And actually, I'd say, you know what? Thank you to everyone who's messaged me. Because
about what? A product recall?
There was something that Ked spoke about on last week's podcast that he gave a full pump, we can only say. And he said he said
the papers were sent in the post. I was going to sign for the sponsorship deal.
Well, I'm glad you for once have admitted to having a secret sponsorship deal. Because I swear, the last few months, this podcast has turned into the secret Gujarati goodie deal that's going on with you two doing your business deals on the sideline.
It's the full pump.
Yeah.
Full pump.
So what remind me, because you do multiple pumps, don't you, Ked? You're known for.
But
he's a multiple pumper.
This was the pump for the chips at Yo Sushi.
Yo Sushi's fries chips or like crisp chips.
He said it again. Yo Sushi.
No, but obviously because it's a product recall, so this is like we have to announce it because it is important. Because tens and millions of people have all rushed now to this sushi joint to order these fries, and especially the ones who are vegetarian. And I obviously got it wrong because I didn't read the ingredients properly. And everyone has messaged me kindly to go, Kedge, what are you doing? They're not vegetarian. The bonito flakes are made from dried fish.
What is it with you and crusty fish?
I don't know. Because they like sneaking them in. They like sneaking them in.
Just in case, this a little while ago, Kedge had a big hoo-ha with Maggie's masala sauce, chili sauce or whatever it was.
Chili and garlic.
Chili and garlic sauce, because that had fish crustaceans in it or something like that.
Yeah.
And now this bonito thing has got fish. So clearly your body wants fish.
He loves it. He loves it. It doesn't take you for cod and chips, mate.
It does. Even if me talking about it now is giving me stomach pains.
Oh, man.
Oh, Ken, Stephen, last week you were giving it the full, I love this. And now it's like, oh, God, I want to feel sick.
I know. But, knowing that now, part of the ocean is empty, I feel really responsible for that.
And now you're going to stop. That's it.
Yeah, it's done and bonito flake dusted.
But if I'm honest, I don't expect any portion of chips to have anything meaty on it unless it's fully advertised.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? It's like
hang on a minute.
Once again, it's that Chinese type of cooking that they always use that kind of stuff.
I'm going to stop you there. The shop is called Yo Sushi.
No, but they make vegetarian sushi.
But it doesn't matter. It's going to have some sort of fish on it somewhere.
No, they've got vegan. They've got vegan kana there. It's nice. It's pretty nice.
Well, you should expect that there's going to be a little fishy twist in it.
A fishy twist in the tail. I love it.
So that is a product recall. Vegetarians, vegans, do not eat those chips.
Okay, sorry. So it's a Kedge endorsement recall. It's not a product recall. I thought maybe in the last week, like Yo Sushi had announced, oh, sorry, it turns out our potatoes aren't potatoes. It's actually cow poo. Oops, our mistake. But they're not. It's not that. You're recalling your association with it.
Yes, there is no alignment.
When a sports person does something dodgy, right, and then the brand pulls out. But this is the other way around. The brand's done something dodgy, so the athlete that you Kedge,
the superstar is pulling out.
So did you give the money back then, Kedge?
They still hasn't transferred it, thank God.
Can you give them their bonito flakes back, please?
Oh my word. I will ulti it back to them with pleasure.
Well, I think now that you've said that, I'm actually looking forward to going and trying them.
I bet you are.
Tommy, we'll give them a go.
We'll give them a go. Eat out. I was eating out all day today. Today, because we're recording on a Tuesday, is A-level results day. And I just want to big up all the A-level results crew because I went out for the day for lunch, but lunch just took all day. It was like from 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock. Yeah, it was nice though. The sun was out, sun was shining, everything was great. It's nice to be out and about. Back with sort of people, back on tubes and restaurants, and it's busy and you can
and it's full. It's I mean, for people, if you're not in England, you might find this a little bit weird because I don't really know the situation. There's a lot of places now going back into lockdown, and Australia are struggling with it again. But India is not in a great place again, and I just think, to explain it to everybody else, we are back to normal. Fully.
It seems back to normal. It seems that way because I think, to be honest, as the weeks go on, you just see less and less masks and people sort of doing things that we were doing maybe 3-4 months ago.
Yeah. I sat next to some people on the tube today. There was 2 women taking their dad out for lunch as well. He was old. Like he's about.
Oh, it's kind of like your kids taking you out for lunch today.
A little bit like that, yes, except a lot cooler because it's like Brad Pitt's kids taking him out if it was with
okay, got you.
But this guy was like Michael Caine's daughters taking him out. But they were saying the same. They went, Dad, you can take the mask off if you want, and they were saying it on the tube.
Oh wow!
So they all then took the mask.
No, you can't. But that's not. No, you can't. You're supposed to wear it on the train.
No, you're supposed to. You can't. You can't.
No.
Wear a mask.
No, actually, the rule is you have to wear it on the underground because our mayor has said that you have to.
Yeah, but he says a lot.
Sajid, what's his name? Not Sajid Javid. Who's that? Sadiq Khan. You have to wear masks on the TFL.
Yeah, I mean it is the rule because it
is the rule. You have to wear it.
But, Kedge, I mean, I was on the train today.
You must wear a face covering when you are on TFL services and stations, unless you're exempt.
That's only if you're ugly. If you're good looking, as we all are, null and void. It's actually good for London.
This is what I mean. Those daughters not looking after their dad.
What?
Those daughters are not looking after their dad.
Listen, I thought you said, see what I mean? This is what happens when daughters don't look after their dads. I was like, oh my God, he's made some broad statement here.
That's true.
I was like, how does he link this? I won't be surprised if you. No, you're right. But what I'm saying is, you just said people a bit more kulladullah with the mask. I'm like, yeah, it was going on around me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You've been Satchel, you're seeing it more and more in the clubs as well, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like weekly sort of wedding events, it just keeps getting worse. I mean, to the point where even now, like half the time I find myself not wearing a mask because I'm the only person sort of there. Like, I mean, it's just difficult, isn't it? Like, I think everyone's just gone back into the whole thing of like, that's it, like it's done. And we've gone back to how it was 2 years ago.
Yeah. I went to a test event where they actually trialed the COVID passport, your vaccine passport. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. So I went to Tottenham v Arsenal, my first football game in over 2 years.
I think any of those fans coming into the ground should be tested for something. For sanity.
Well, it was interesting because it was the pre-match sort of the melee was all happening outside and everything like that, and it was like honestly, I loved it, and you're excited, and it took a while getting in because obviously you had to check your passport, so it's all on your phone now, so you have to get that done. I don't know if you guys have done it, make sure you get that done. Yep. But I've got that done, and then your football ticket is on your phone now, so you used to get your like football cards and stuff like that. You put it in a wallet. You don't need that now. It's all on your phone, the ticket. So you go through a couple of barriers, bang, and you're in. And it was just like, wow. But once you're in the stadium, I mean, it was just rammer, jammer, mask free.
Did you? Yeah, masks.
Not one person had a mask in that stadium.
Wow.
And I kept mine on. And then I looked around and thought, I'm the only plonker who's got a mask on.
So did you take it off?
Well, I took it off when I was having a drink. But then I don't know, I felt like I needed to keep it on. And then obviously when I was watching the game, I took it off because we were outdoors. But other than that, I mean, we were all quite sitting, obviously everyone's sitting closely. There was no social distancing. So, it's all sort of full. The stand was full. Did anyone sort of shout and you get any splutter on your back? It was one guy shouting slightly further away from me. I thought, poor people in front of him. He was giving it. There's always one drunk one, you know what I mean? Who wants to give it large. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it was just a normal football game. Tottenham beat Arsenal, happy days, 1-0. Arsenal look like they're in trouble already at the start of the season, and we're doing all right. Who's Harry Kane?
Yeah.
He said that. He said it.
Look at that.
We'll see this.
Like that.
Hang on. We're going to come back to this statement in a couple of weeks. I'm going to cut that a little bit, and we'll Tommy will refer to this in about a month's time.
But this just shows. I'm not, like I keep saying, I'm not megally into football like you guys, but how fickle you fans are. Look at that. I've been hanging out a lot this week with the Bharat Army and doing all the social media-y stuff for the test match that went down with England-India.
What a match that was.
Brilliant bowling, brilliant back, just brilliant India squad, all good. but you can feel nothing but love there for not only from Indian fans for the Indian team, but also like they'll rate people like Joe Root, how brilliantly he played, or rate Ollie Robinson, you know, all the rubbish that he went through, and he's bounced back and he's wicked bowling, all that. So that's all good. But there's love going both ways. Look at Kedge. Who? Harry Kane, who? That's if people say what's the difference between football fans and cricket fans, that right there.
No, but there's a reason I said that. I don't want to go into the full explanation of it, but
we can save that.
What? Like it's currently with my lawyers. So
no, I mean I had a chat with with Chris Evans about it actually. So you can go onto the Virgin Radio website and listen back to that if you want to.
I mean, don't you think it's quite hilarious that they've got Kedge on as a pundit? I mean, that is brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Chris Evans knows.
Guys, sorry, I've got to cut the podcast short. I've got to go see Noreen and Bobby Friction. Sorry, cheers, guys. Thanks a lot. Cheers. See ya. Right.
Are you giving your cricket analysis on that show?
If you got your celeb friends in your new world, I'll go back to mine. All right?
Oh my word!
They'll have me. But yeah, you spoke about it, Chris Evans. You spoke about Harry Kane. I do know about that actually.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think we need to go into it now. It's fine. Let's not bore everyone.
But basically, you're ready to move on. You're looking for a new relationship.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you do it nicely, I still love you. If you don't want to do it nicely, I don't love you anymore. That's the long and short of it.
Okay, speaking of loving footballers, we need to talk about Messi because he's been all over the place this week.
Yeah,
yes, we do.
The only transfer that matters. And actually, as of today, confirmed is going to Paris Saint-Germain.
He's there.
Yeah, he's there. He's there.
But it was like, what did you make of it? Because as football fans, okay, how big is this? Put it into context for me. As someone who's like, I know the name Messi, and I know he's the greatest footballer probably in the history of all football, but why is him leaving the club after he's? I mean, I get it.
But he's been there for over 20 years or something at one club, and he's won how many titles? Over 30 titles or something like that. And he is, he's Barcelona through and through. And I turned on, and it just happened to be, I think it was a Sunday, wasn't it? Where the press conference was
at 11 in the morning or something.
Yeah, and I just turned on Sky Sports News, and I was hooked. And he came on, and the poor guy was just crying, like he just couldn't even start his press conference. Yeah, and his wife and kids were all sitting in the front row, and then everyone was giving him a round of applause. And then when he was talking, and it was like, I really felt sorry for him. I really felt sorry for him because
if he was so sad to leave, why did he leave? Why is he leaving now?
Again, it's more football stuff, but it's Barcelona can't afford to keep him. His contracts cost too much. It's all of this, the new rules and everything like that. Financial fair play, so they can't afford to keep it basically.
Right. So he could have reduced his wages and stayed there. If he loved it that much. He could have reduced his wages.
He could have.
He was on 900 grand a week, yeah?
Yeah.
Or $1 million a week, something like that?
He's on $1 million now. He's $1 million now.
Wow.
Now, I'm pretty sure if he loved it that much, he'd do it for free, let alone...
Half price.
$250,000.
Yeah, but it's not that easy. It's easy for us to say because we can take if you're earning 30 grand, or you do 15 grand, we can process those figures in our head. But Tommy, you haven't got a brand deal and so other sponsorship deals to negotiate.
I'm not working on the sly like you boys are. Sushi, bonito flakes.
No, but you know what I mean. It's like there's imaging rights and all of this other stuff that comes along with it.
No,
the shirt sales and la-di-da-da, and he's got to negotiate, pretty much every time he goes to the toilet, how much he's earning as well.
True.
Yeah, probably
I do think, very quickly, sorry, Satch, I keep cutting you off. I do think, though, behind the scenes, there's always more to it. And we know that from our experiences and everything in life and all that as well, that what you think is the headline, Lionel Messi is now leaving Barcelona after an emotional 22 years, and here he is in tears because they can't afford him. And I think, because my logic goes straight away, well, if you love it that much, drop your wages, or you're getting a bit older, or your value's changing. But I know you do know what you just said, Kedge, agents, deals, the other things. I don't even know because we don't work on that level. What's going on? But sorry, Satch, what are you going to say?
Well, I'm going to give you my take on it, and I think the whole thing just got blown out of proportion because, at the end of the day, he's a footballer. He's a footballer. He's there to do a job, do the job and get on with it. It's like, I'm sorry, but my postman's been working for 21 years. Did he go on TV and cry?
True. True.
No, but
no. There is no but. It's the same thing.
No,
he's doing his
just
job.
Say something? No,
I like my postman. When he left, I gave him a box of chocolates, and I gave him a bottle of wine, and that he was happy.
The postman was sad, and the postman didn't have a platform to show his tears. And I think that for me, where I really connected with it for a moment, and I didn't realize that this would happen, was that I thought that I just had a little moment where I thought, you know what? When you love something so much and it becomes your life. Yeah. No, when it becomes your life, and it's your, as the French would say, your raison d'être, the reason to be. And your reason of living.
Why would they say in an Arabic accent though?
Because they're from Morocco. Because they're from Morocco. But I just thought, you know what? When it's your daily kind of, you love it so much, and you don't see it as a job. It is just, you're having fun. And when it gets pulled away from you, from under your legs.
Oh, I can vouch for that too.
Your carpet is pulled just like that, and all of a sudden you're sitting there, and
that's really painful though when they grab your carpet. I mean, go.
The carpet is whipped.
No, but honestly, I know. But the guy is on £1 million a month, a week, or whatever it is.
No, but the money doesn't come into it.
Okay, fine. But I'm just sorry. I think people are going through other problems. Like, I'm sorry. I ain't got time for Messi and his £1 million a week. You can cry all you want, mate. Like, honestly, you're there to do a job. You got paid. That's it. Move on, isn't it? Build a bridge and get over it, bruv.
I think it's it's like, okay, generally when I look at him crying, I think, okay, what is that about? And you're right. At his level, it ain't about the money.
No, it's not.
I really don't think it will be. I think this is almost like a separation anxiety thing. Like suddenly feeling that thing that he was woven into, and he will be forever.
He would have given everything. He would have been sleeping in Barcelona underwear, everything. Right, Barcelona toilet paper. He's everything.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And he poos out Ballon d'Ors just for fun.
I mean, look at Tommy, Asian Network T-shirts. He had it all. He was there. The dopey. He was fully
committed to the brand. And you know what? It's emotional. You're right. What I'll say for that, on that note, seeing as you've drawn that comparison.
Well, look, I'm sorry, but that's how I saw it.
Yeah, I see it as there's a broader things going on that's taken away this thing that you love, and there's not much you can do about it. It's all out of your control. It's bigger than you. And you go, and you're upset because you got to restart. It's like being married to someone for 25 years and then you got to restart.
I've got to say though, and Sat just pulled a funny face. Let me tell you something. The restart is not a problem. He was smiling outside Paris' window because the man's just signed $1 million a week contract.
Yeah, $1 million a week. I'm sorry. He ain't restarting
today. I did think that today because he was upset and today he was all smiles.
Yeah.
Paris very quickly. So you have to take it with a pinch of salt.
I ain't got time for that. This is. I'll tell you what it is. This is like a couple of days ago they were putting the sob story on as if you're watching some drama on Star Plus.
Correct.
And now it's just gone completely the opposite way. And the person,
he was straight into the Paris T-shirt.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Straight into that Paris T-shirt and waving.
It's all nonsense. Like I'm surprised it got this much airtime. To be quite honest, why does anyone care? Get over it.
Yeah.
Right. But I tell you what we do care about is that India got their first gold medal, and how incredible was that? And the Olympics, it came to an end, the weekend gone, but it was I know there weren't fans allowed inside the stadiums and all that, but it was a great bit of Olympics, wasn't it?
Yeah. And actually so many more people I spoke to this time about the Olympics were all said the same thing. I went, watch the Olympics the other day. It's really good. They didn't expect it to be good. I don't know why. They're like, because I think, again, like the test match with the India thing and like the Olympics, it kind of snuck up on us. You know what I mean? It's like, because that usual hype of all the fandom and all that goes with it, that wasn't there.
No.
So it just kind of appears. A bit like Wimbledon. I felt like Wimbledon just appeared, on the TV. So it kind of started, then you're like, actually, it's so great to see so many different sports.
Yes.
You're watching synchronized swimming last week, blew my mind.
That synchronized swimming is brilliant.
I don't understand when you're in the water how you can almost move and stop like it's solid.
I can't get how you hold your breath for that long and still move and control everything.
It's incredible. Rated Olympics. What were you going to say about that? You said,
I was just going to say big up to India. Neeraj Chopra, that gold medal. I mean, I loved it. He chucked that javelin and he turned around and celebrated. He didn't even wait till it landed. And I thought, what a legend. brilliant.
That was
wasn't
good. That was very good to see. That was.
But it was India's first gold medal on track and field.
And he was chucking that. Bumrah was chucking the ball on a bowling level. And I'm reading all the press this week, and everyone's like, the India cricket team, and obviously the India Olympics team. And it's like, it feels like it's a new sort of phase. For
new dawn, maybe.
Yeah, new dawn for Desi athletes.
But I'm just going to stop you there with the
Olympics. Yeah, I told you. It's all Kedge. All Kedge.
No. But I think like it's all well and good, lovely. We've got a gold medal at the Olympics. I don't know. Like, I just still feel a bit shortchanged in a sense of like
about what?
Because why has it taken so long? Like what? Like there's how many billion people there?
Yeah, but the infrastructure's not there, is it? The infrastructure.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm just. I don't know.
It's not. We are so hell bent on cricket and then hockey and there's other. Football's trying to cut through now. Everything else doesn't even get a look in.
No, I totally understand that. I'm just looking at it from a sense of, right, we've got a pool of this many people. Surely a fraction of that should be good at doing something in the Olympics.
But if you don't, well, I mean, let's be honest. Out of us three, who's had a chance of throwing a javelin in their lifetime at school? Never.
I think we did. We did on a sports day. I remember throwing a javelin.
Oh, yeah.
No, like a proper
Yes, I did.
We went down to like a sports
not
centre.
a Nerf little gun thing. I'm talking about a proper
javelin.
Exactly. Yeah,
all right. Well, all right. So you might have done it once or twice, but how many people actually had a chance to go, oh, actually, yeah, I feel like doing this, and actually I'm going to give it a go and I'm going to train at it and do it regularly for at least a week?
But I don't think that was for you to say, because I think what should happen was, like for me, I was a little tank Punjabi kid. I would have lobbed that javelin further than most of the kids in the class, right?
Right.
And it was up to the trainer then to kind of go, I think this guy's got what it takes.
Yeah, but he didn't fancy the tank though. That was the problem. He obviously realised.
I remember Rounders isn't in the Olympics, but I smacked the ball. I was 10 years old and I smacked it out the playground. Even I thought, wow, I really connected with that. And it just went. It was a tennis ball. And I went, and the teacher, Mr. Boland, he turned around and he went, that is the furthest I've ever seen any pupil hit a ball in this school, right? Yeah. And I went, oh, wow. And he went, oh, I've only been here a day. No, he didn't. He goes, I was like, there's someone should have signed me up, man.
Yes,
so it's up to the trainers. That's what I'm saying. But now India's getting the infrastructure. India's getting the coaches. India's getting the kind of coaching schools, the sports schools. They're encouraging girls to get into sport. And now the girls' cricket team is flying as well in India. So the women's cricket team is flying as well. So it's good time. That's what I'm saying. It's good time.
I just hope that for the next one, because it is in Paris, right? The next Olympics. Is it in France? I'm pretty sure it is. I just hope that they progress and they move on. Like now that we've got one gold medal, I want to get about 4 at the next one.
Yeah, I think they will.
Right. So it's a good way to look at it.
Don't forget, as we know, success breeds success. So now the word's gone around. There's going to be a whole lot of inspired athletes, or the borderline athletes, the ones that are going, shall I do it? Shall I not do it?
I want it to be like when you're on the track and then you look around and you see the Jamaicans when you're sprinting and you're like, oof. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want it to be like, look, the Indians are in town. They're going to be, you know, quick at the whatever they're doing, javelin or whatever it is.
Right. Well, there you go. The challenge has been set by Sach. But talking of actually both India and England, there's something that's been flying around in the news which I think we have to address, because it seems to have got very popular. It's gained a lot of momentum in just 24 hours. Oh. And I'm sure you're aware of this story, but it's about how South Asian food bloggers have criticized the overuse of the word curry over claims it is rooted in British colonialism.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but Jaheti Bansal on Instagram has put up a video calling on people to, are you ready for this? Cancel the word curry. Anytime I hear the word cancel, I just want to run a mile away from it. But anyway, she's put this video up 3.6 million times. It's been viewed, and she's basically saying that the term has been misused by foreigners to describe any dish made on the Asian subcontinent. And she just went, you can't have this word curry. It shouldn't be the word for. It shouldn't be all you think about when you think of South Asian food. So that's what Jaheti has been sort of banging on about on Instagram.
Yep.
And people have been sort of putting in their little sort of 2 pence worth into it, and I thought, let's add the Brownload pence to it as well.
Okay, so basically, curry is a word that was invented, brought to the masses by the British through the days of the Raj, colonialism, the empire. So it's not our word, is what the Jahedi Bansud is saying. It's not our word. It was given to us to describe our food, which is now a global phenomenon. Let's face it, everyone all over the planet loves
a curry.
That's a gold medal curry.
Yeah, right? That's what, we are. We're leading the way when it comes to that.
We're gold,
But, so what we're saying is now, let's not call it that. But I think, whilst I kind of agree with the principle to some extent, I'm like, actually, if that were, it's like, but then onion bhajis. There's no such thing as an onion bhaji. There's no such thing as a vindaloo. And actually, a lot of the Indian restaurants...
All of that is made up anyway. This, that, the other, whatever,
Jalfrezi.
And most Indian restaurants, particularly in London, are run by Bangladeshis. So should they change the name to a Bangladeshi restaurant? This. So it's like, no, you know what? Let's not get into the nitty gritty of it. It doesn't matter really. But what does matter is that people know why that curry word exists. I think that's the important.
No, I get that point. But then I feel like, so what? Do you want to change the word curry to, I don't know, just go and get a Steve? I don't know.
I'm having a Steve and rice tonight.
The Steve and rice. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't get rid of the word. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's a bit like, it reminds me of when it was Amitabh Bachchan said he doesn't like the term Bollywood. He said he goes this. It makes a mockery of us as a film industry, because it's like, oh, you have Hollywood and we're just the Bolly version of it. So he doesn't like that term. And after he said that, I try where possible to refer to it as Indian cinema rather than
but it's Bollywood.
I actually think Bollywood sounds like a gimmick.
No, but I don't know. I just think
I wouldn't now say I listen to Bollywood music. I'd go, I listen to like Indian film music. I really would. I don't think Bollywood
really.
No. It feels cheap.
Tommy.
It feels cheap.
No, I love Bollywood music.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just what it's known. I mean, otherwise there wouldn't be Bollywood Flashback. Bally Sagoo would have not, do you know what I mean? Who would have been who it is?
I don't want to change the past based on feelings now, because I think that's the way a lot of people get mixed up. Because of the way we all feel now, they want to go back and correct all the past.
I think that's all a bit, this whole idea of cancelling stuff. I mean, you can cancel a train, but you can't.
The program Hello, Hello?
Yeah.
That comes with a warning now. You may be triggered by the accents, them taking a mic.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it actually?
I'm gonna so thinking of it now. So okay, cool. We've got the word curry, but then when you for example, I'm just gonna put it out there. When you think of going for Turkish food, what do you say? I'm going for a kebab. Because everything's a kebab, isn't it? It's the same sort of thing.
Actually, I think I'd say
because I'm vegetarian. I would have said I'm going for Turkish.
But it's still at the end of the day, it is a kebab.
So are you trying to say that all Lebanese food is known as falafel?
No, it's no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's just like where'd you go? Like if I asked Tommy if he went to a Turkey, but we went for a nice little kebab. It's just the same as saying we went for a good curry. Do you see what I mean? It's the same thing, really.
So you're saying it's too late now?
I think it is.
Because I totally get that we have different types of desi food. Like you can't describe dosa or Italy sambar as a curry. Right?
Yeah.
You can't do that. I get it. So,
or but you samosa. You could say.
But I think right is a curry is something in a sauce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So therefore, like. If in Gujarati culture and cuisine you have, like, say, the potato, batatanu shak, which is shak means is your curry word.
How we would say sabji.
Sabji,
yes.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
So I don't think it's that bad, because you only refer to having a curry if you have something which has got vegetables or meat in a sauce.
In a sauce. Yeah, agree.
So if you really think about it, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, yes, you can then explain, well, actually, the curry I had didn't have any sauce, and say it was a dry potato curry or a dry cauliflower curry. You can have like that, dry, saucy curry. So I don't know. I've been thinking about it since I've read this, and I thought, but how bad do we need to really cancel it? I think cancel is a big word.
Also, hold a minute. Let's question it a little bit here as well. I just suddenly thought, why would someone from Great Britain, even if they were taking over India and doing all the things, why would they make up a name for the food? Why wouldn't they just go, hello, Mr. Local Man who's just made this for me. What's that called? He'll go, batata the shark. Okay, lovely. What's this one called? That's aloo gobi, right? He wouldn't just go, but I reckon there's been some sort of mix-up. You know, like
what kind of mix-up?
Like maybe he was having curry. The actual curry, the dish that is curry, which is the yellow yogurty sauce with the pakora in it.
Yeah.
And they went, what's that? Curry. Curry. And then he just thought that's the name for all of them.
It's all of them, yeah.
He went and spread it, or she went and spread that word.
Yeah, you got to have a curry. Got to have a curry, mate. Curry.
Here we are. We're having a curry.
I mean,
so maybe the mother of all curries.
Because you're right. I like this because maybe he went to South India and he asked for the curry, but in their South India they gave it to him with bananas in it, and he went, as long as it's got something floating in it and it's got a sauce, it's known as a curry.
It's a curry. They put all sorts in it.
Gujarat, and they had it, with potatoes and peas. Yeah, it's got sauce and stuff. Curry. There you go. I love it. Don't cancel it, reinstate it.
Yeah, actually, because I would probably say an Indian's to blame for it. Someone's told the British guy, curry. And he's got back and goes, what did you tell him? Goes, I don't know, I just told him it's called a curry.
I couldn't be bothered to explain it.
I couldn't be able to explain it. I've got to get back and, do the rest of the shift. And then that's it. And now it's just stuck. So, let's not dive into it too far. That's really what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. I think you know what?
I mean, and if we go back to cancelling stuff now, which I think is a bit too late. Like, for example,
too late in the day. Since Jesus Christ died, and
I'm just thinking of it this way because I mean, both of you know what my surname is.
Yeah.
What do you want to cancel that as well? Because
what do you mean? Why is your surname controversial?
Because it's not what it was. It was something else.
Can we now tell everyone what it is?
Yeah, you can say what it is. Yeah.
So your surname is you're Sachin Engineer.
Yeah. But just I'm that. But there's loads of people that are other professions as well that I know.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying you're not
driver.
Yeah.
Wala.
Yes. Something wala.
Yeah. So you're right. So technically, you'd be Sachin DJ.
Yeah. No, it'd just be my first name. That's it. And
DJ Wala.
So I think, I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to cancel my surname.
No, you shouldn't have to, Satch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you keep it. Unless you want to start a new life under a new identity. But what I want to know about is how you reward yourself. Satch, let's say you've had a great set in a club. You come back, you're like, man, that was flying. Or it was a big pressure gig, or there's more people than normal. When you come back home, and I'm talking about food treat, is there a little I'm going to treat myself to that.
I was going to say a lovely curry, mate, but you can't say that anymore.
No, you're not allowed to cannot say that.
Treat myself. I don't know. I don't know. It depends what you fancy, isn't it?
Yeah. So, what would you like? Would you go for any sweets or anything like that, or like treats or things like that? What do you reach for?
What is your reward sort of treat?
Oh, it's a hard one, isn't it? I think you're a treat man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a treat man because I don't do desserts. Everyone knows I don't really eat desserts.
Oh, hang on. You do ice cream, so in the
ice cream in the hot weather. Yeah, but I think an ice cream is my treat actually.
Yeah.
So I would do an ice cream as a treat, or it's funny because Jennifer Aniston's talking about treating and what did she treat herself to?
Right. So Jennifer Aniston's story is that she treats herself when things are going well, or even if she's a bit tense and wants to kind of have a little pick-me-up, feel-good factor.
Yeah.
She treats herself to one crisp.
One crisp.
One.
Just.
Oh, that's
treat over.
One Pringle.
Also
dangerous.
Also, when she wants chocolate, one M&M.
Oh,
Plus.
But that is, I mean, that is next next level regime dieting, and they're doing it.
Exactly. So as you can imagine, social media and the world's exploded. It's oh my God, look at what she has to go through. The poor woman. This is the pressure that's on women. To arguments like this is ridiculous. She shouldn't be talking about this. You know,
she's worried about her weight, and
she should just have a packet first. She needs to lead the way, change her ways to show that it doesn't matter. You know, anyone can treat themselves to it. But this is the pressure on a Hollywood star. You know that they can't indulge like it. And what do you think about the one item treat?
It's funny because I don't eat sweets, and I do love sweets, but I don't eat sweets like that anymore. I had a 2-sweet treat last week.
Oh,
and I've never tried it, and they've been looking at me. They've been calling out my name for the last couple of weeks. They've been sitting in the corner in the kitchen, and I was intrigued because they were Tic Tacs, but they were cherry Coke flavour.
Oh, naughty!
That's not a treat. Tic Tacs.
No, it is
the mints.
Yeah, but no, they're really sweet. Because
I don't eat stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, but I agree. Yeah,
and I put one in my mouth, and I thought no, one's not good, so I did 2. And I had a 2, and then
Tic Tacs,
2 Tic Tacs, they were brilliant. Yeah. They were cherry Coke flavour. They were brilliant. But that was it, and I've not had any since. But that was my little reward. That was my little treat.
I can understand.
You know how they get that cherry Coke flavour on the Tic Tacs? Bonito flakes. Just say.
Shut up.
Just say.
Someone's going to message saying there's beetle shell or something using Tic Tacs now.
Probably. I mean, I get that story about Jennifer, because I think sometimes it's the discipline that you need, where you're just like, I just need one. Whether it's like, for example, if you have a whole big bar of chocolate and you just eat one little square, sometimes it just makes you happy because you're just like, it's the control.
I don't eat bars of chocolates, so one square is more than enough.
Can I tell you something? Last night, I had a whole slab of whole nut to myself. Not a bar. And let me break this down for everybody. Right?
Oh my God!
No, break it out. Big one, bruv. Let me tell you what you get. I love whole nut, by the way. It's amazing.
I do love it. I haven't had that in years.
And you get the whole nut bar, 5-6 chunks. That's okay. Then you get the whole nut cheaper slab, right? It's always on a bit of a deal, but it's thinner than the proper whole nut slab.
What do you mean the cheaper, the thinner one?
It's like it's just a bit lighter. I can't explain it. People who are buying it, all the chocolate
from Cadbury's.
Yeah, Cadbury's Dairy Milk do the dairy milk, the whole nut, the fruit and raisin, and the Oreo one in like a thinner slab. It's still about the size of, I don't know, a pencil case.
Have they made it thin because it's healthier? Like
no, it's not a light version, bruv. No, it's like it's just like a lightweight version that's made to look like.
I've never seen that.
I think it's meant to look bigger than what it is.
Yeah, and then they've got the actual big one. You know, the one how it always was on a big slab. Yeah. I did that. And I did one line of 4 across it. And I thought I'll do it like Tetris, you know, like it looks like a Tetris thing to me.
Clean cut.
I take the top line off, and then I had that. But because I hadn't eaten dinner, I had lunch. I thought I'll be all right. I'll have a bit of chocolate, and that was it. Once I got in, there was no stopping me.
Wow.
And it was
so you did the full shebang.
Family slab, bruv. And not only that, because I got 2 boys, I have to stuff the wrapper down the side of the bin underneath the rest of the rubbish. I'm covered in crap just because I'm trying to hide the evidence from this slab of chocolate I've just eaten. Because Logan and Milo will open the bin in the morning and go, "Who's been eating chocolate? You know, and why weren't we involved in that?" So you have to hide that.
There's Jennifer Anniston with 1 M&M.
Exactly.
No. And look at me. I got the body that I've got.
The physique. But Tommy's treat is a slab.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if he didn't treat himself. Imagine if he actually just dil se chocolate. What you would be eating a bucket, a whole trolley load of it.
But actually,
was that a treat, Tommy? Though.
Yeah. No, it was an accident. I don't do like you.
Was that a treat? The whole 1 kg chocolate bar. That was Tommy's treat.
I don't know. Maybe he done something and he thought, do you know what? I've got to go and smash it.
I deserve that. I've just been sat in the toilet for 10 minutes. I deserve a treat.
I think I was tired. I hadn't eaten dinner, and it was kind of combination. But what I'm saying, the main thing is, I don't think that's that big of a deal. I think he's all right.
My word! Can I just say something? I really appreciate it about Tommy, and I've seen you do this a couple of times, and I sit there in awe and almost sort of like jealous is when Tommy opens biscuits when we do the podcast together, and Tommy just goes through the whole packet. I've never eaten
and celebrations and celebrations.
Yeah, and celebrations.
He's on the
incredible amounts.
I am. You know what I hate about celebrations is the wrappers are 3 times the size of the space that the actual chocolate takes. So when you've opened them and they've got them all around you, it's like you're swimming in it. It's like a ball pit of wrappers. And I'm like, and what I do midway through is I take the wrappers, I put them in the bin so I can carry on eating them without looking at the wrappers.
That is incredible. I mean, it is a sight to see.
Yeah, but also what I want to say is what goes with that is A, I'm not drinking. B, I'm working out. I'm going for runs. So I'm like, if I want it, I'm going to have it.
Enjoy life.
Can I say this? Since the start of lockdown, since your last drinking session with you, I am 3 stone lighter than
Well done.
I'm bang on 13 stone. I was 16 stone.
How many kg is that?
Oh, I don't know. Well, how many kg are in a stone? I don't know. Someone can tell us. But my point is, it was more that, like, I haven't changed much of my diet. I'm still eating my KFCs and my Pronte and my whatever else. Yeah. But not all the time, and a bit of chocolate now and then when I want it, or however much chocolate I want now and then. I think I've sort of found a nice little balance, and it works.
19 kg you've lost. That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
Well done.
And I promise you, the booze thing was the main thing. With that came late night eating. It wasn't just because everyone's like, oh, how much have you been drinking then? If you lost 3 stone, like, no, it's not that. It's the new kind of.
It's the lifestyle. It's the lifestyle change.
You eat later, and you feel rougher the next day. And you eat crap that day as well. Anyway,
and everyone's lifestyle is going to change again because we are at the cusp of the new Premier League season. And before we talk about things we've learned, we've got to mention the fact that what this means, because we're only days before the new Premier League season kicks off in England, and that means you can join the Brownload Fantasy Premier League.
I think we need to stress that it's not even days. This podcast comes out on a Thursday, and the first game's on a Friday.
Correct.
I haven't even done my team yet.
Oh yeah, Tommy, do it. Come on, get on with it, mate.
Get on that.
Okay, so what have I got to do? What do I do?
You've got to basically pick a squad of players, 15 in total, and you just pick your best 11 every week.
No, I know that bit. How do I rejoin the league?
You've got to just get onto the Fantasy Premier League website, and then you can join the league by entering the code, which is obviously all over our socials.
Kedge, I don't know the code.
Oh my God, this is like being on radio. And
no, but why have you not told me the code?
Right. Well, the code for the people who are actually going to listen and type this in as they're doing it, because it's so much easier trying to find it on our social media page. But
go ahead and read it out. Read out the code.
Well, I'm trying to, but now there we go. The code is 22E4KZ.
22E4KZ.
KZ.
K, yeah.
And it's on our Instagram as well.
It's on our Instagram, it's on our Twitter, it's everywhere. Join in, see if you can beat the 3 Brownload boys. You probably will beat Tommy. Can you beat Kedge and Satch?
You know what I mean? Don't underestimate.
Kedge, you had a shocker last year, so
everyone's allowed one off season.
Right. So that's the fantasy. So we got So in fact, if you listen to this podcast on the day it comes out, get on it right now. If you're already part of our fantasy league last year, you're back in it already automatically. Right.
So nothing to worry about.
Once you've made your team, it just enters you in the league. So make the team.
Yeah, and if you know anybody else who's playing it, kind of go join Tommy's league, join the Brownload league. Just pass the word around and share the code with them as well.
They could get a shout. They could get a shout on the podcast.
Like to pick up the people playing, taking part. Right then, things we have learnt then. Other than that, what have you learnt this week? Sachin Engineer, if that is your name.
It is my name. The thing I learnt this week is that there's been a lot of space stories this week, but I think this one's been kind of like the one that's been the pick of the bunch for me.
Ooh, okay.
And it's about NASA.
I've got a space story as well. Go on, I like this already.
This is about NASA, and they're planning a mission to an asteroid which is flying around in space, but it contains metals, because obviously, metal is very expensive, is worth something here on Earth.
Yeah.
But this metal is just floating around in space. A lot of money there, basically. So NASA thought, we're going to go there, we're going to get it. And it's worth 10,000 quintillion dollars.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's ridiculous. It's got 22 zeros after 10.
I didn't even know. That's the thing I've learned now.
Quintillion.
That quintillion was a thing.
And
so, hold on. So you got billion, trillion, is quin 4 or 5?
Quinn is 5.
Yeah.
Quinn is 5, right? So it wouldn't be. So it's not a quadtillion or whatever. It's the one after that.
It's the one after that. And they're saying that there's so much metal on this asteroid that if you were to bring that metal back down to Earth, it would make every single person on Earth a billionaire.
Wow.
Just get your head around that.
I can't get my head around that. What does that
But I bet you Elon Musk is mining that already.
No, yeah. But hold a minute. If everyone becomes a billionaire, then being a billionaire is worth nothing, so you might as well not be a billionaire.
Yeah,
you see what I mean?
Oh my God. Tommy, do you want the metal or not?
No, because the value of money... The value of money isn't worth anything because it's everywhere.
All right, mate. Oh, God, all right. It's like just trying to give you a few bob, but all right, cool.
Sorry, I'm going to concentrate on cancelling the word curry. I think there's way more mileage in that than everyone becoming a billionaire.
I think there was a couple things that number one is I couldn't even get my head around that this exists in space. And number two, the number, whatever it was, 10,000 quintillion is ridiculous because we're never going to come to that
crazy number.
And I just think of it this way because, I mean, at the moment, you see so many people trying to nick bits of scrap metal, don't you, of cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Go to space and nick that.
I've had my copper pipes nicked.
There you go. See what I mean? Yeah. So it's worth something.
But the question on everyone's lips is, has your fridge been nicked yet?
No, actually hasn't because I've been away. I was away last week because I was up for the Nottingham cricket and also up in the Midlands for our kids' school thing. So it's been sat there.
The fridge saga to be continued next week.
Yeah.
Still there.
It's the new car. That's a running joke now on the street group. Right. My thing I learned linking to the space thing is a nice one for anyone looking for a little staycation with a UFO twist. Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You can now stay inside a UFO themed pod and you can spend the whole night in a whole out of this world experience. It's in Pembrokeshire.
Oh, yeah.
And this thing, Kedge, particularly you, would love it. It's a proper oval spaceship on legs.
But what's so exciting about it?
You go inside and you're staying in a spaceship overnight.
Yeah, but no one knows what a spaceship looks like. So what does that? I mean, I don't get it. Like, I could be in the spaceship in my room at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Why?
What? It's an unusual place to stay. The fact that you can.
No, but let's say. I mean, does it look like the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars? I mean, I don't understand it. What are you going to sell? It looks like a tin. It looks like a burger bun with a couple of windows on it.
That looks like the Teletubbies house.
Yeah, a little bit, but that was out of this world as well. It says.
But you've got to give me more inside. What's inside? I want to know buttons. I want to know massive telescopes.
It's got a cockpit. You can have a smoke machine. So when you arrive, you're greeted as the door opens and smoke all comes out as you go into it.
I can make that for you at home if you want, Kedge. When you come
such as got one of those machines.
I can't believe you're hating on it. It says the interior features 8 windows, which offer 3
8 windows
at the outside. Double bed, 2 singles, kitchen area, kettle, toaster, and a fridge.
Kettle, toaster. You're just reading an Airbnb description, mate, from like Cornwall or something.
It's out of this world.
I'm not being funny, but you can stay at the Fraggle Rock Lighthouse. That sounds more exciting than this.
It's all futuristic inside, right? Proper all the lighting and stuff.
Okay, maybe.
Right? And people are going mad for it. It says, and it's all made from recyclable, reusable.
How much is it?
Stuff. Huh?
How much is it?
Kedge, why? It's not always about money. It's not always about money, right? Nothing's about money.
I want to know if I need to stay there.
You're staying amongst nature in a UFO thing. I just thought the thing I learned this week when I was looking for what me and my family can do is that you can stay in some quirky places.
Right.
Kedge, if you want to go to a dodgy hotel, I'll book you a travel lodge in a really nice area.
I know. Do you know what I mean? My word. Right. Mine came up this week on my news feed on my phone while I was going through, and I read it and I instantly stopped. I thought, you have a moment, you think, what is this about? And the headline was, Dead Zone in Gulf of Mexico is larger than average for 2021. Right? And that's what I read.
Dead Zone?
Yeah, the Dead Zone in the Gulf of Mexico is larger than average for 2021. What? And I was like, what's that?
What's a dead zone? Yeah.
Exactly. Because it was a little bit like,
Dead zone is what people called your underpants, didn't they, Kedge? Was that the dead zone?
There's no algae growing there. But the problem with the dead zone in Mexico is Now, this is incredible, but what it means is that the water that is in the Gulf of Mexico is now got low to no oxygen, and basically there's no oxygen in this area of the Gulf of Mexico in the water. So marine life will be dead.
Wow. What? So there's water there, but water hasn't got any oxygen in it?
Yeah, so it's 6,334 square miles, so nearly 1,000 square miles or more than 5. It's this area which has basically got no oxygen, and it can kill marine life. And this is because the discharge from the Mississippi River is going into here. And what it does is it grows algae. And then when algae decays, this process consumes the oxygen near the bottom of the Gulf. And then it creates a habitat which is obviously no good for underwater species. It all sounds very difficult. Read about it. I thought it was very interesting, but it's quite worrying that there is a dead zone. Right. And I just think if Steven Spielberg was listening, someone should make a film for it.
I don't get how you can have water without oxygen. Sorry, could I quickly question this a little bit? Because
the algae is using it all out.
But water is H2O.
Yeah, but this is just H2.
Then that's not water. So it must look like dust or something.
Well, there you go. This is what they're saying. Apparently, they've been measuring this since 1985, and this is like one of the sort of highest peaks that is hit in all these years. That there's a dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico. I just thought that was interesting, and if anything, it should make you look it up and read up about it a bit more, because it's a little bit worrying that that's happening on our planet. Actually,
off the back of that then, Kedge, I've learned something new as well then. And the new thing I learned is things we've learned doesn't always have to be fun.
No.
Cheers, Kedge.
Right, sorry.
By the way, the ocean's dying. Here's the thing I've learned. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Brownload, bringing you joy and laughter through the Once a Week podcast. No, but that's a serious thing, Kedge.
It is a serious one. But you know what it was? It was just because I saw it and I got inquisitive.
I'm just going to put it out there. That's not going in our book. Because I'm happy.
No, that's a good one for the book. That's a good one for the book.
No,
that's not the good one for the book.
It's not a good one for the book.
Yeah.
Did we sign a deal for the book yet? Did you?
I have with KFC and also with Yo Sushi's chips. So I've done a deal with them as well.
Did you say you signed? Did you say you signed a deal with KFC?
Yo Sushi's chips. Yeah.
Does that mean that KFC are going to put you up in their hotel?
I'd love to stay in their hotel.
Have you heard about it? I'm surprised none of you brought it to the table.
I heard you mention it.
I heard about it.
But I want to.
Guess where it is? In Shoreditch.
I want to book that.
Near your end. The House of Harland in Shoreditch will be opening later on in August, and the rooms will be entirely KFC themed. With
the House of Harland? What did you call it?
Yeah, the House of Harland, which pays tribute to the Colonel. All you've got to do, there's a big arrow in every room which says press for chicken. You press the buzzer and you get it. And there's also a red telephone which you can ring up and place your order as well. There we go.
Looks incredible. It looks incredible. It looks like a good fun. It looks like a KFC American dinery lounge house.
I'd say Kedge would like to go to that rather than your UFO thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, I saw the KFC hotel and I thought, that looks quite good. Even if all I'm going to be doing is ordering beans and chips, I'd still do it because I want to press the buzzer.
I mean, I am in.
We should go.
I went to a restaurant where it says you can press for champagne. Not that we did. And so now...
You didn't press it?
Okay, we did. And then they come over. But then you have to order a bottle of champagne. Well, you have to.
Did you take your hand off it?
Huh? Not yet, because once you've ordered it, you're right. It lights up. They come, but you don't want to keep. It's like the service thing on an aeroplane. You don't keep pressing it just because you can. Then they come over.
Yeah, I don't like that button because what if you want something else?
Then you don't press it.
What else are you going to want in the KFC restaurant? You're not going to KFC.
I want something else
for a bit of.
No, I'm talking about the champagne thing.
Okay.
I want a button for something else in.
You're right. See, I told you guys, Sachi is just hating on everything that is. But remember, it's all because of Kedge. It's all. Even if you're having a bad day this weekend, it's because Kedge put Sach on the early shifts. Let me remind everybody, ye kahani bahut lambi hai. It goes back.
Blame Kedge.
Yeah. You know what?
I've just got to say,
when Kedge was doing the rotas in the office, the music would have gone all dramatic for that, because he's putting Satch's name in an early, then a really late one just to mess you up, then an early, really late one, and he knows he's putting in the lates on the weekend when you normally DJ just because he can. That's how it's trying.
I mean, I'd like to say that this I don't just see Kedge for 1 hour on a Tuesday night over a Zoom or a podcast. I see him quite a lot, which is
quite a lot, and he's got to deal with speaking with me as well, even more.
He calls me every day.
Wow.
If not twice.
Oh, wow. Exactly. See, because what's nice about when we record this, actually, is we end up speaking sort of Sunday, Monday to kind of talk about the planning of the pod.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday we record it.
Yeah.
And then maybe a little bit once more in the week when it comes out, maybe.
Yeah.
But then I don't have to deal with you again till the weekend. Do you know what I mean? It's like, all right, I've done that podcasty thing. I've had my bit of fun with you guys for a few days. We've had a little stuff. But that's all right. I don't want you any more than that. Whereas Satch, you've gone in a bit further.
He calls me on the weekend now.
Oh man.
I don't know what for.
Yeah.
Got to keep these kids in check, haven't you?
Oh god, yeah. He's like that annoying parent that comes. Do you need anything? You're, like, you're in your room with your mates. You're like, no, it's all right. It's all right. Would you chill out? Well, let me know. I'm here if you need anything. Lovely. We are here if you need anything. You can always get in touch with us. hello@thebrownload is our email address. hello@thebrownload.com. Email us or follow us, social media. It's all there. Brownload on Insta, Facebook, and all the rest of it. Drop us a little message on there as well. Be lovely. You all happy, boys?
All happy, all good. Have a great one.
Okay. Have a great weekend. Catch you soon.
Laters.